Hello Swords, I'm Frostosaurusx and welcome to the Elemental Tinkerer mod review. Let's start now. So this new ore is called Elementium and you get from it Elementium gems. It can be mined with stone and higher. But when you mine the Elementium gems, be careful because some of them will have this in it. It's an Elementium Guardian, and it will eat your face. But if you saw... Did he not drop it? Okay. Normally they drop 3 Elementium gems, and sometimes they will drop this Elementium dust, because Elementium dust is a rare drop from mobs. And when you mine it, you will still get your Elementium gem. They also give you Mining Fatigue 2 for 30 seconds. So, once you've acquired Elementium, it's pretty rare, unless you find a ravine. In one of the worlds I played in when I played with this mod for testing it, I found a ravine and there was so much Elementium you could build like a 40 by 40 8-story house out of blocks and still have enough to do all this. So, my advice, find a ravine. So, getting started. This Elementium dust, like I said, is rare mob drop, and if you find a diamond and combine it, you can get an Elementium gem. So if you can't find any Elementium gems, you can make an Elementium detector. This will tell you where the gems are. You need 4 sticks and an Elementium gem. Once you get that, you can put 9 of those in a crafting table and get a block of Elementium. This will be important, so when you have extra Elementium, make at least 1. So, moving on to this. After the Elementium block, after you've got Elementium, you will need to make Elementium bark. You will need at least 3 times 4, 12. You will need at least 13 Elementium gems to start with this mod. You also need 2 wood and some gold. First, to make the Elementium bark, you put oak wood and 4 Elementium gems, and then to make the elemental desk, which is necessary to do anything, you need 2 gold, Elementium gem, and elemental bark, and 2 wood. So let's go up and see what these do. So these are your Elementium desks. You can put up to 4 Elementium gems in them. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a regular old book and you're gonna put it in here. And it'll start opening. The more Elementium gems you have, the faster it opens. So let's just put 1 in each of these. Once it opens, yeah, as you can see, wands, we'll get to those later. Once it opens, you will have 1 in 4 chance of getting a book. This is called the Book of Terra. It will teach you earth things. And we got another Book of Terra. But there's the Book of Tides, Book of Flame, Book of Winds, and Book of Terra. And this Elementalist Lexicon. To unlock everything in here, because it has a bunch of slide puzzles that you have to do after you unlock everything, you will go / elemental, or no, not elemental, / tinkerer, hold on, elemental tinker - research * C. That's odd. I thought that would work. I'll put it in the description how to get everything. This is the Book of Winds. And another Book of Winds. And yes. So now that we have a couple books, we can move on. When you right click, it will say you have learned something, but since I have everything... Oh, Book of Flame. There we go. We needed that. Since you have everything, since I have everything, it says there's nothing left this book can teach you, but it will teach you 2 spells, I believe, because when I was trying it out, that's what I got, 2 spells, and here's the Book of Tides. There's the complete set right there. Tides, Winds, Terra, and Flame. So now, we don't need to get into that stuff yet. Let's go here. Catalyst and the bigger magic crafting, and catalyst and more. So once you get your books, you're going to want 4. You can actually turn them into catalysts to create cool stuff. So first what you're going to want to do before you start with anything is get 4 more Elementium gems, a book, and create the Elementalist Lexicon. That stores everything for you. Then you're going to want to take your books and get Elementium dust and create lesser catalysts. And you will not lose the books when you create these catalysts, so it is not risky to create them if you combine it, and that you will get that type of catalyst. Next we have the Elementalist Tinkering Altar. This is another huge part of the mod. So you will need 2 blocks of iron, a crafting table, and 6 Elementium gems. Another good part of the mod, if you want to create the wands or the things to use the wands, you'll need at least, I believe, 15 of these, or 16. You'll need 8 Elementium dust and 1 gold ingot to get the Elementium ingot. So after that, you've got your Elementalist Tinkering Altar. Now, if we come out here, you're going to see these slots. When you don't have these catalyst holders, the slots are crossed out. So how do you make the catalyst holders? You get 4 Elementium ingots. So just for this, to get all 4 of these, as that's the max you can have, you're going to need 16 Elementium ingots, and per one it's 8 glass panes, so 32 glass panes. That's not too hard. And then if you create 4 lesser catalysts and put them in a square, they'll become an elemental catalyst. You put 4 elemental catalysts, they'll become a greater catalyst. Now, you want these catalysts because they allow you to create items. So if you jump up here, you can see you've got a 5x5 crafting table. Now, this is a cool thing that I'll explain later. But for now, you need the 5x5 to craft that, and you also need it to craft this and the wands. So first what you're going to do is you're going to want to get the wands, which is 5 elemental bark, 2 gold, and 2 of the lesser catalysts of whichever you want. Terra, winds, tides, or flame equals earth, air, water, or fire. Each wand can only do a specific set of spells, so you're going to want to get all 4 if you can. After you get the wands, you're going to want to come here, and you're going to need 1 of these, the attuner. Like I said, you need 1 block of Elementium, 1, 2, 3, 8 Elementium ingots, and 8 glass panes, and you will get the attuner. This is how you equip spells. So you right click it, and then you have all these spells. If you click it, it goes to your passives, and you have to unlock all of these. So for now, I'll equip Thunderbolt, Frostbolt, Fireball, Aerial Push, and Boulder Toss. And for my passives, I will put Nature Aura, Iron Skin. You can get Innate Speed, Undershirt, or Ender Absorption. What you're going to want to get is Ender Absorption, because that is going to really help you. And then press Escape to get out of it. And now you have the means to use your spells because of your attuner. And you can grab the wands, and as you see, you're going to need a lot of Elementium, but it's really rare. As you see, it comes up when you hold the wand, and when you switch, the switch key is C. And when you switch, the name will light up, and that's what you can use, I believe. See? This cannot, the Wand of Fire cannot use, hold on. Yeah, okay. So it's something like that. But you have the wands. Now, once you get the wands, you can start casting your spells, or you can create orichalcum with your Elementium ingots, instead of using them to craft that other stuff. You need diamond, 2 Elementium, and Ender Catalyst to get 1 Orichalcos. I'm sorry, there's a plane outside. And Orichalcum. And the Orichalcum crafts a new set of armor and tools, crafted like everything else. And to get Ender Catalyst, you will need Ender Particles. And that thing, Ender Absorption, is a passive skill that allows you to collect ender particles from endermen you slay in the end. Then you just put your greater catalyst with 4 of these into the elemental list tinkering altar, and you'll get an ender catalyst. And they vary by which one you put in there. But that is pretty much all you need for this mod, except for this odd claw. You shoot arrows and do awesome things with this. So, this is the crafting recipe. You need 4 elementium, you get 5 iron, a bow, and 2 glowstone. You also need lesser fire catalyst, elemental air catalyst, and elemental earth catalyst. And you get the odd claw. Now this claw shoots flaming arrows, and it takes a bit to recharge. If it wasn't raining, here, I'll show you. Flaming arrow. That's weird. The others were flaming. Maybe you need arrows. But that's how the odd claw works. Now, this is where you craft everything. You'll need to grab it out of here if it doesn't show up. But, let's see, what can I craft here? Nothing right now. So let me go show you an example of crafting, then we will play around with the spells and destroy some monsters. So let's get elemental bark and roll. Let's make the air one, because Thunderbolt is awesome. Okay, so you're going to jump up here, you're going to click this, you're going to put in your catalyst in the catalyst slot, and you're going to put your wand the way you want it, which is that with 2 gold. There we go. And we'll say Wand of Winds, and you click it, and then it shows up here, and you get the Wand of Winds. Let me eat something, then I'll switch over to creative. Actually, we have some sheep. Let's go test out some stuff on them. Now, to use your wand, you right-click, and it has a cooldown. So if you check, you can use Frost Shock with the Wand of Terror. You can also, I don't think you can use Fireball. Let's check. You can use Fireball with the Wand of Terror. You can use Aerial Push. You can definitely use Boulder Toss. And you can use Thunderbolt. So this is a pretty versatile mod. But the higher up moves that I showed you in that attuner, you have to have a certain one. Same thing with the Wand of Flame. It can do all of these lower level ones. And the Wand of Winds can't do Frostbolt. If you look at that, it's red. Okay, maybe it can. That's odd. Okay, so it can. The Wand of Tides shows that. Okay, no, it can use all of them. I don't know what I was thinking. But for the higher ups, they need the specific ones. And this, see, fire arrow. So, yeah, fire arrows. So these 2 hit cheap, so I'm gonna guess they deal like 7 damage or something. And they're also deal the 6 melee damage of an iron sword, because they are awesome and expensive and automatic. It's like the ultimate weapon. So that's pretty much the elemental list tinkerer mod. The mod is not being developed anymore, so there is a version of it that works with anything 1.5x. It'll probably be re-updated to 1.6x whenever, if he does, but for now it's at 1.5.x. So one quick look over the Elementalist Lexicon. It'll show you how to get everything, Elementium detector, dark quartz. There's a lot of stuff I'm not going over because that's kind of like random. But undershirt, you unlock the spells, the odd claw, this, and the ender absorption. Killing an enderman in the end whilst active will allow for a chance getting ender particle. There's talisman, spellbinding cloth, cores of location, gaseous glowstone, a void network. There's a bunch of cool stuff, but for now it's just I just went over the magical parts of this mod. So thank you all for watching. I'm Frostosaurusx, and remember to like, favorite, subscribe, and I'm Frostosaurusx, and I'm signing out.